Guys, hello, and welcome. We have two dead co-hosts with me, as you can see. One of them's more dead than
Uh,
the other one, taking Marco by surprise with his shirt. Look at that. Good
oh
old
yeah.
Mr. Blader 182. And up this side, we've got Goku 726. And as you can see, right across the top of my screen, guys, 1 year of podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
1 year of podcast. I would have
like
thumped it.
that's I
I know.
like that is mental. I did not realize it. I thought we were only like
Yeah,
6 months.
Yeah.
yeah, it
I
just
mean, to
snuck
be
up out
fair.
of nowhere.
Hmm.
But wow.
Wow.
Wow. And to start it off, Sammy posed a very interesting question while we just sat talking about what we're going to talk about because plans changed once we realised it was a 12 well, 1 year celebration. Celebration's a bit of a, I think, overstatement.
Yeah.
1 year podcast anniversary, I guess, because it's not a celebration so much. And we are, so we were discussing what we were going to talk about because with it being a special stream, we thought we'd do something special. And yes, with what's wrong with you?
I heard
So
that.
Sammy posed a very interesting question before we started.
What's the matter?
So
Scared of a little lightning?
I'm not overly fond of what follows.
I suggested that we should start with that question because it's a good question. Sammy,
So, could Sanji cook a devil fruit and make it taste good?
now this is the question, right? Because I started thinking then when he asked that, I was like, I'm going to save this for podcast because I kind of get the feeling that you have to eat it raw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you think it would lose something if it was cooked?
I think it wouldn't work if you cooked it. I think it would class it as the fruit dying and it'd regrow.
Well,
But
no, it hasn't been cooked.
who
It's only
knows?
been it's been chopped, hasn't it? When is it Khalifa?
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah,
has her.
they chop it and eat it, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the
So,
same as biting it. You only need to take a part of it. But if it's
Yeah.
cooked, would it still
but
work? I don't know because
I mean, you could theoretically
What's
say
the matter?
it depends on the type
Scared of a little
because it's
lightning?
environmental.
I'm not overly fond of what
It's already
follows.
fire. So if you're cooking it, would that even have an effect, or would that just boost its power? If it's
Yeah.
a cane ooze, would
I
it just
don't- I-
like turn into the water fruit?
yeah, I don't think if you put like a devil fruit in the pan. Maybe it's if you put it in the pan and cook it, the pan gets the power. That's
So this is how he's done it. This
Hey.
is how he's made it
and
easy.
this is how he's done it accidentally.
I mean, that could
He
work
shot
with
a devil fruit with a gun and the gun got it. He chopped it with a special sword, the sword got it.
Yeah, because there's the sword,
Yeah.
Big Mum's sword.
No, it's
You know,
Brilliant.
can you imagine that if the pan magically comes to life, it's like ah.
Yeah.
I mean, on that
I mean,
theory,
it's like
if
I mean, it would be
What?
hilarious just going around, just going donk.
right, just a question: if Big Mom infused her soul into like a sword, which now has a mouth, and that ate a devil
Yeah.
fruit, would it have both powers?
well, it doesn't have a power like as such.
It
Other
has
than
like
it's
her
alive.
power passed into it. It's like
Yeah. Well, no, she's gave it life with her soul.
Yeah.
True.
So I think yes, technically, if that
If it ate
sword
a devil
ate a
fruit.
devil fruit, yeah, it would.
Yeah, the powers.
and if it
Yeah.
ate its own devil fruit, like a sword ate its own devil fruit, would it then
Yeah,
have
which we know is possible.
would its life change because of it? Because obviously Big Mom's life force and the soul being enforced into, because what it is it's just soul being put into another soul.
Yeah.
And how Oda's
No, I
described
don't- I
it
don't-
as how Oda has specifically described it is when you have two devil fruits in the body, their souls fight. The two devils fight,
Yeah.
and it causes problems with the soul. So, is it something that could really happen? Because it might just kill the fruit
Well,
altogether. It might
yeah,
kill
no,
their.
because I don't think the sword itself has a devil fruit. It's been given life by Big Mom.
Through
Yeah.
Big Mum. So does that mean that maybe it would be like Big Mum would get injured through it? Like, would she end up getting the?
Possibly. It depends. That's a very interesting question. How deep does it go? How far does
Like
the
a-
chain go?
like a
How
hawk.
far do we go down the rabbit hole
Mm.
or the minx hole?
Love, can you
No.
turn that down on there?
But yeah, I'm just curious on that one because, like I said,
I don't.
it's
That's because we know weapons can eat devil fruits because we've seen examples of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
With
Like
Spandam's devil
Mr.
fruit.
Four's dog
Yes.
was a gun that ate the dog devil fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Spandam's sword, Funk Fruit, that was a sword that ate the elephant devil fruit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we know that Vegapunk.
Apparently, in the crossover, they cook it first. Apparently, according to Katie, on the devil fruit side of
What
things.
crossover?
But would that be classed as canon? Is the question.
Yeah,
Because if
no,
it's
I don't
cross-
think that's.
Yeah,
If it's a crossover, it's not canon.
yeah.
That's a question for Order. Let's if we ever meet Order,
Let's
We'll ask
tweet
him.
him. Someone
I'll
get
tell
on
you what,
Twitter
we'll
and tweet
tweet-
him.
could anybody tweet kanji for us? Like, because I can't write, I can't write Japanese, so somebody who can.
Google Translate it.
No, because we'll end up asking him to fuck a horse or something accidentally.
Be like, yes, there is a devil fruit for that.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
man though. The amount of questions he must get when it's just
Yeah.
like, well,
Yeah.
what about this? What about this? You know, I wonder if he's got like the sort of answer where it's like the wizards did it, or anime.
Just be
Well, I
like,
remember when somebody asked him like how far can Luffy stretch. He was like, oh, about 20 gum-gums. And with training, then he can stretch to 100 gum-gums. And he just spouted a load of shit at him. And they were
Yeah.
like, all right, thanks.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, if that works, it works.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you actually think about that question, there's the one where he stretches his arm and grabs Zoro on the back
Mhm.
from the
Yeah.
ship, and that is like a big difference. Like
A
big
distance, yeah.
Mhm.
comes to his actual
I
stretch.
love the amount of times Luffy just threw Zoro flying accidentally.
Yeah,
It just rockets with him.
And
He's like, no, not again.
and every time he's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna kill that captain.
I'm gonna cut him up one day. Like,
Yeah,
one of my
End of One
favourite
Piece.
things as
Zoro
well is
kills
seeing people's faces, you know, when they're all stood and they're going to jump off somewhere. Luffy just stretches his arms and jumps forward with them all, and seeing Luffy with a big grin on his face and everybody else like this.
yeah.
Oh man. How much of a
Not very
disaster
well.
would you feel like if Luffy did that to you? You'd be like, hey, I'm just going to jump off this bottomless pit here with you guys. Bye. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know, like it depends because I'm not very well, right? So I might enjoy it.
We already know you're not well, but we still forgive you. But I had another question I was going to ask about as well, and
You
I've
don't have to
completely
agree
just
with
blinded.
yourself. Also, chat, if you've got anything to ask us today, throw it at us. We're leaving
Yeah.
it open.
Yeah.
Open discussion today. So
Um,
come and get us if you got anything.
Or if
Think
you
we
have
knows
any
anything about One
any
Piece.
questions you might want to add to the quiz, we have.
this is where they come up with the first 10 questions. We go, fuck, we need to change.
Yeah, shit.
All
Like,
right,
who's
guys,
linked the
back to
quiz?
the drawing board. Oh man,
Yeah.
I need to get Excel back on my PC so we can sort it out together.
So going back to the question you were going to say as well, Alice, is about the devil fruits.
Yes.
The people that don't have devil fruit as a cast,
On
what
the
devil fruit would you think they would have
Yeah, and as I said,
From the crew,
you
yeah.
from the
mentioned,
crew?
Sanji. We think-
Sanji would have the invisible fruit
The
because that's the
invisible
one he's
fruit.
always wanted.
yeah,
If he didn't have that fruit
Ah.
though, what fruit do you think he'd have though? Because obviously, let's say it's already taken in the world
I'd like to give him Mera.
for cooking purposes.
Yeah.
yeah. He's just literally sprouts
And
and
I'd like yeah. Just being able to cook anywhere, like no, she's on 900 and something. That's
That'd be
Miles, that's a
hilarious.
ridiculous question. Like I'm not gonna answer it. What episode am I in One Piece? That's like me saying to you, how many minutes of One Piece have I watched? Like, no,
I'm gonna guess.
Too little.
who can count that many?
Uh,
Jesus Christ.
I'm just going to put an 8 in the chat, and I'm just going to ask it to put it sideways for us because, yeah.
I see. Mugen
But yes. But going back into it, right? Zorro, what fruit would you say Zorro would have?
I would like personally to see him with Mr. One's fruit.
See, I was thinking that
the blade fruit.
Yeah, but
I was thinking that, and
then,
I was thinking Josu's.
Yeah, that'd be cool as well. But imagine if he had Robins.
Oh,
it's not Santorio times 3.
Right, because this is the thing. What's wrong, Nike? Welcome in, dude. Because
Asura actually becomes real.
Yeah, because Robin's when she uses a fruit, we know that she gets hurt if she sprouts a limb somewhere and somebody hits that limb, she takes damage. So her fruit is limited by her toughness to an extent. And Zorro is as hard as a fucking kicking the dick off a donkey, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's proper nails.
So
if he had her fruit with his toughness, right? Yeah, but dude, Zorro can take more than Usopp any day of the week, and you won't convince me otherwise.
Yeah, but yeah,
like you will not. Like after Thriller Bark, he will not. I think he's tougher than anybody in the crew.
I think, yeah. I mean, to be fair, he did also. He didn't get a fruit, the negative fruit. Just put it that way. It's 1-up on Usopp for you.
Usopp's that shit. He's good at it. What's good, Killer Man? No! I appreciate you. So
ask it.
Huh?
I'm just asking, how did you find us?
Yeah, I hope it's just chatting.
It's
a name I recognise, actually, Killer Man. But Zorro's got a lot of scope. We can't talk about that.
Panda Man.
If Zorro got the gorilla fruit, it's gorilla. There we go.
I was going to say with Usopp, I'm not sure. I'm still thinking with Zorro, but with Usopp, I'd give him Kaku's, the giraffe.
That's he's got a massive neck and a massive nose.
Yeah, it would be. I'd give him something. You'd have to have something stupid.
Thing is, how he is. I think the giant fruit.
Yeah, I've seen that one as well.
See, like I think giant fruit for Usopp, because obviously he is very strong with the giant
fruit.
Spring.
Yeah, you know Bellamy's.
Yeah.
Because then he can effectively turn any part of his body into a projectile firearm weapon.
Yeah. I mean, I think he should have a lion fruit because, courage.
Yeah.
He only had some courage.
Yeah. I just but no, I think personally, negative fruit would be good for him as well. Because Usopp's got so many fruits that'd be good for him. Negative fruit because he is already negative. And then
can't be affected by his own fruit.
Yeah. He'd probably make good use of it. And
I'd also be tempted to give him Nero.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's like, he fires his slingshot, then he could slow down the bullet. And then
people wonder what's going on. He could fire like a massive army of bullets just to kill everything.
And
with his fighting style, he caused problems. Like just fire stuff, like fire something over there, and then slow it down, in 30 seconds time, and then he just fires bullets to make somebody go that way, and all of a sudden they jump up somewhere and they see the slow bullet, and just as they jump in front of it, the slow bullet all of a sudden becomes fast and hits him right in the mouth.
Yeah, I could imagine that being very good on him because he's very tactical. I mean, when he fought with Luffy, is a good example of that. Like he used all of his equipment to his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he did put up a good fight. Obviously, with it, he lost, but got to give the man
he lost convincingly as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was one point
he never hit Luffy with anything at any point where you thought, "Oh, Luffy might lose here."
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
But he knew Luffy well enough to dodge all of this.
Yeah.
Like to how long he lasted in that fight.
Yeah. But then again, that comes down to him knowing Luffy. If he didn't know Luffy, If he fought
He
Luffy the
wouldn't last
first
that long.
time they first met, he wouldn't come anywhere near that.
Nah.
Even if he had every tool he had when he fought Luffy, even if he had all that, he wouldn't have done the same because he wouldn't have known about Luffy's abilities. He wouldn't have known about his mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know about it,
Oh,
but yeah.
Usopp Morio's
Oh,
still talking
yes.
of an army of 100,000. Yeah.
Oh, that's
cool.
good.
Oh,
I like that.
man, that's a good one.
I think we got a winner there, folks.
So he
Going
actually,
on
he,
list.
so
That's
he,
going on the list.
that's going on the list.
Oh,
Unfortunately, commands won't work at the moment.
You just
but
made a list.
you just made the list.
I was thinking like either another good one for would be like kind of like a sight, like a scope fruit or something, like where you could like kind of like see
Zoom.
further.
The zoom fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just something like that.
Kind
So
of
you could
like that chick off fucking what's it called? My Hero Academia, who's got the
Yeah.
where she can zoom and see distances. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, because then he could fire his thing just at a range that no one could see him. I mean, he already proved that you can do impossible shots in Ennis Lobby, and that's at like a a size of an ant if he could see perfectly.
Yeah, Dressrosa's one was the best.
Going on to Nami
yeah.
then. Nami, weather fruit. I was thinking like a weather.
Well, Usopp, not Usopp, sorry. Oda already said that if he was going to give Nami a fruit, he would have given her an Els.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
I could see that one.
He said that's what I would give her. But I would also like to see her with Big Mom's fruit.
Yes.
Yes. I
Thank
could
you,
see
Squashy. Yeah, like that's one thing I kind of wanted when I first found out about Big Mom's fruit. With the end of Whole Cake Island and whatnot, and what happened with that, with her taking Zeus.
Yes.
That was when I was like, oh, I hope she gets that fruit, and then she can, permanently have Zeus. Then that'd be cool.
Yeah.
If Nami didn't join the crew, I would say that she should have a copy fruit. Because as being a cat burglar.
The cat burglar. Yeah.
Copies an item or makes a copy of something and then puts the fake one away and takes the real one. She'd be the most infamous burglar. And then, like after a while, the copies would disappear.
Yeah. Kind of like Leprechaun Gold in Harry Potter. It's there for a while and just disappears.
Who else have we not discussed on
Frankie.
Devil Fruit? Frankie. I'd honestly think Chopper's fruit would do him good because if he was enlightened, he'd have more knowledge, and that would expand his reach of his technology.
I would want him to have an animal type fruit.
The like when he turns into the.
We should have done this as
the
one of
centaur.
each type. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have done this as one Zoan, one Paramecium, one Logia.
Doesn't have to be. Oh, we can do it now.
Yeah.
Well, even so, we can just it's just a talking point, so we can give him multiple ideas.
Yeah, because like I said, we came up with a load of ideas.
I think if he had Jesus Christ, I can't say Triceratops or something, like an armored dinosaur or armored like a turtle, turtle who was renowned for having a hard back.
That's an interesting question. If Frankie ate the rubber fruit, would he be rubber with the metal parts?
Ooh.
Well, yeah, I don't know if technically are the metal parts his body. Would they rubber? I mean, if he got his awakening, I guess, because when you awaken, you can make other things take on properties of your devil fruit. Which is why Don Flamingo was turning the floor and stuff into string to stab people.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. But I think he would have to go with something like you're saying, like a turtle fruit or kind of like a lizard fruit, because even lizard scales, because lizards obviously grow back parts of the tail and the limbs, like you said. So that would be a good one for Frankie.
So you want Frankie to keep growing his tail back?
I mean, after what Nami did, after what Robin did to it. The clutch, isn't it?
The short and curlies. Beige's fruit.
Beige, yeah.
The
The
castle fruit.
Fruit.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one for him.
And then he wouldn't be. But then I don't think he'd have like he wouldn't have troops or anything. He'd just have like weapons.
Hmm.
Yeah, extra
Inside his
weapons,
body.
like
Extra
hundreds and thousands of bottles of cola.
Yeah, and imagine if he like all of them open up, and then it's just like, oh, by the way, these are all radical beams.
He'd just be like
every single
transform.
one.
Just
Yeah.
boom, just an absolute laser show.
Imagine him doing his transform, and he'd be like, "Okay, it's time to transform," and then everyone's like sat there like making this thing, and then all of a sudden this giant castle comes out of nowhere, and Luffy'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah, just like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude, imagine this stuff. Usopp had that slow beam, and Frankie had, like, say, loads of radical beams already zoomed in a row. And then, like, Usopp used the slow beam as all the radical beams are just about to come out of his perimeter to go fast. And then he just slows them down, and all of a sudden, like, 50 radical beams fire off in a big, massive thing.
Mate.
When he's pulled people into it, they don't see it. Oh.
Quicker question for you: if Foxy hit Kizaru with his Norinora beam, what would happen?
Kizaru would be slower.
So, like, his power would be slow, but he would talk faster.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
He'd just be a normal
Why would he
person
talk-
at that point.
Why would he talk faster?
He might be talking so fast that he sounds slow. That was the.
Although to be fair, that
Imagine
would
if it was.
it'd be even funny just thinking of like that the actual slow down. He stood there going, "Oh."
Now, you see, most powerful Logia, people have said that, well, Oda said that the magma fruit is the most powerful in terms of attack.
Mhm.
Right? But I think Inel's is more powerful.
Yeah, I think it's purely
Personally.
because of this. I think it'd be a mix between the power and the user. Because if we're just
It brought
talking,
it back to life.
yeah, if we're talking like firepower, like they'd be on par, but the speed NL's gives would give it an advantage.
Yeah, because Inel's effectively as fast as light.
Yeah.
So I think basically NL would beat both Akainu and Kizaru then, because he's on the same speed and he's got the same amount of power, I'd say, if not more.
I don't think he beat Kizaru.
If he had if it wasn't down to Haki and it was just down to the fruit.
Yeah, but it's down to Haki though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then
'Cause-
again, we know Enel's got very, very high mantra. He just doesn't, which is like observation. But no signs of armament Haki.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a strange question. Like
That's
it's
shocking.
one of them. It's one of those that it's like always up for debate. You can't electrocute, but you can't really electrocute rock either, which is effectively what magma is, molten rock.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, you're electrocuting all the squishiness that's around the devil fruit, the skin.
The people.
Have we missed anyone else out who hasn't got a devil fruit? Yeah, Jinbei. I thought it was Jinbei, but I thought we missed someone else out. But we've talked about everyone else who has the fruit.
We like Zoro. We like only really touched on Zoro.
Yeah, I missed the one Jozu gorilla fruit, even like just for the strength.
Yeah.
But Jinbei, what would you say Jinbei's would be?
Wind.
Could be an
We're
interesting.
talking about his fruit, not you, Tass.
Yeah, I got it.
Uh,
Rectal wind. Zoro needs a compass fruit.
oh,
Yes.
no, definitely.
Yeah, no,
Fine.
imagine if Jinbei had like wind fruit as the helmsman
Mm-hmm.
with the control knowledge he already has of the sea.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I could see that one working. Or like a storm fruit, so you could like control like create a storm as well, which will give a gust of wind, and obviously you could then control obviously the tides and stuff with it.
Yeah.
Which would work well with this Fishman
Pre-Wano.
karate.
Pre-Wano we talk.
I mean, it's an interesting one thinking about it because obviously, what happens if a fishman has a devil fruit?
Well,
Right.
we know
hmm Yeah.
Van der Decken is a fisherman who had a devil fruit.
Yeah.
hmm
Jack was a fisherman with the devil fruit and he got sunk, and then he just got like they just sink to the water, still lose their ability to swim, and they can't move in the water, but they don't die because they can breathe.
Can
Mhm.
breathe.
Whereas with humans, they can't breathe when they go in the water. That's why they drown.
Yeah.
hmm
So fishermen just go in the water and go, "Oh shit!"
Mhm.
But if what I'm thinking is, if Jinbei had the wind fruit and he was in the water, could he like fart wind and then get out of the water?
Because
Just
it's
turn himself into a
Like-
rocket.
yeah, good.
Yeah,
It says
you know what I mean?
because it only weakens them, doesn't it?
I'll
Like,
tell you-
does it weaken them to the point where they can't
What's
use
good, Broomy?
devil fruit?
Well, come on in.
Well, no, I think not necessarily because I think it depends on the level of in you are because
Yeah.
Mhm.
in
'Cause
you know when they were going to Fishman Island from Sabardi,
Yeah.
like Luffy was out in the water using moves there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His arm was
He
coming out of the
caught-
bubble he was in. Robin
Yeah.
done
Yeah,
the
he
same
caught
when she
himself in
used
Haki.
the giant thing. Robin
Mhm.
didn't when she pushed
No.
off the wall to get the sunny away.
Yeah, it's true. I think it depends on your strength, though. Like generally, because if you're
Yeah, so
if you're
I think if
if
you're
you're
strong
weak, you
enough
probably
and you have enough will, you
Yeah.
probably could exert some.
I'd tell
Because
you,
with,
Enough to
with
move
Luffy,
anyway.
remember when he fought Arlong and Arlong threw him in the water,
yeah.
they could stretch him still.
Yes.
Mhm.
He just wasn't
So-
physically capable of doing it then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
You know, so it's
How
don't know, it
how
depends.
about question
I
for you?
suppose
as
it
well?
also depends on when you ask. Like if you're falling in, and just say if somebody had, like so Kano for example, if as he
Mhm.
was falling at the water, he created a little magma shell around him.
It just melt everything around
The
him and make a
water
little ball.
wouldn't go in, wouldn't hit him. Because Mister
Mhm.
Three done it, didn't he? When he got eaten by the crocodile, he put a wax shell around himself. When he got eaten by the banana wani,
Yeah.
remember? And then like he got out.
Oh god, I've just got
What's-
a picture of a Kano just like getting into a little magma ball, gets hardened into an actual rock, and then he's just like a hamster in a wheel, just walking across the water. That's all I can imagine now.
He's like in a zorb.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, poor.
And then there'd be like Sea Kings chasing him on the bottom of the sea like that.
I
And
kind
he
of
goes,
got the.
"I'm fucked."
How,
I
how does
kinda
he,
got
how
the
does he know how
impression,
to?
Oh,
He only knows how to
I'll-
actually get through, and that he knows how to drive. Like where he's going is because he's got observation haki. He's going, oh, I need to take a right here. There's the island.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Aokiji did put his hand in the ice, in the water, didn't he? In the sea.
yeah.
He didn't completely submerge it. He just put his hand in and did ice. Edge.
Oh, I thought he
Froze
did
a
it from
full
the
sea.
edge.
What's good,
No.
Children Cable? Well
Welcome
in.
in.
We're talking One Piece today.
But I tell you, another one would be good as well.
Thank you, Nike. Yeah.
Brooks Devil Fruit. If he didn't have that Devil Fruit, obviously he survived. Scratchman Apple's Devil Fruit would be a good one
yeah,
for him.
all right, bet.
Yeah, turns his entire body into a musician.
Yeah.
Which is a good theory here. If Brook ate another Devil Fruit while he was alive, would he just come back as a soul with both Devil Fruits?
I think no, he'd just be dead. Like the devil fruits would both be reborn somewhere.
And would his fruit actually be reborn now that even though he's dead?
Unless he died from eating the two fruits, but then I don't know because technically that's a good
Revival.
question, Sammy. Because they said his fruit didn't activate until he died.
Mm-hmm.
So would
So
the
what if he had the power of a devil fruit all the way up until he died? Then that one left him, and the revived fruit kicked in, and he came back.
That's what I'm thinking.
And it's from that point he couldn't have another devil fruit. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Fuck.
Well, Yeah, well, to be fair, after he's revived, that's his power. That he's revived. That's it.
Mhm.
So could he actually take another devil fruit now he's revived, or could he? Because we don't know if
Well,
he can
no, because
revive
it's
him.
activated now. It's activated now. That's why he can make his soul come in and out of his body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of
That's a
wind
good
fruit,
point. But yeah, you could have like a normal eat the revived fruit, go eat another devil fruit, use that power for all of his life, and then switch back to having the revived fruit because it only activated when he died. So yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah,
It
so
would
if
make
he had one during life, if he took a second devil fruit, he might have been able to use it until
Mhm.
death.
yeah, interesting.
But that's an interesting one though.
Yeah.
Um,
Food for thought. That's a good question, Sam.
thank you.
Mhm.
I have a good idea once in a millennia.
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Only took us a year to get a good question out of
Blackbeard
me.
sheets. Blackbeard sheets.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
wait to find out what the actual
I still
explanation
think
of that is.
I still think it's entirely his devil fruit that's doing it because it
Yeah.
negates other devil fruits. Doesn't say he hasn't mastered how to negate certain parts of his devil fruit.
Mm.
So if he negates all the bad stuff, can't swim, will drown in water, and he can't have another devil fruit. He negates all three of those. Then he just takes the advantage of having extra devil fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
But if he
definitely more
loses,
to come with him.
but
Oh, yeah.
like this would go to the theory of he doesn't sleep, and if he doesn't sleep, he doesn't lose
Ah,
focus, and if he loses focus for a second, that undoes. You know what I mean? He's got to keep
Yeah.
focused on that. That's why he takes a lot of a beating a lot of the time because he's not like fighting full head on.
Yeah. He doesn't have the energy to sort of dodge and
Mhm.
stuff. He just takes it, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, I'll take the hit and I'll be all right.
yeah. Good
Ooh,
sleep.
good,
Yeah, that's the
good
point.
one
Sugar
for you
could
actually.
sleep.
I've got a good.
Yeah, the
one
point
for you.
there, dude, is Sugar could sleep if she goes to sleep. Why didn't
Mhm.
anybody turn back?
That was going to be my question of asking is
Put it in the
Usopp's
chat.
fruit, Sugar's fruit. Usopp and Sugar's fruit would work
Yeah.
because you know.
Is it your question? It's in the chat. Yeah, so like I don't know. I think just Blackbeard not sleeping. I think it's because he's not very well. I
Mhm.
don't think. I think
Well,
if you sleep, it doesn't stop your devil fruit powers working.
yeah, I meant just specifically his negating of his bad side of his devil fruit.
Yeah.
Because he has to kind of keep that in check.
So you
And
think it's
constantly use his
so you
power.
think he's constantly
Using his power to negate.
he's constantly using his power. With it being
Yeah.
a Logia type
Mhm.
fruit, it's got to be conscious, hasn't it? Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
a point there. It's got to be conscious usage. Because remember when Luffy smacked into the back of Smoker and Ace and sent him flying.
Yeah. Exactly. So you've got to be consciously using it. So he's got to be consciously using his devil fruit in a different sense of I need to make sure I'm negating the side effects of having this fruit and this fruit together.
Yeah, so he's constantly using his darkness fruit to do something.
Yeah, and that's the reason why. Like, well, we already had the rumors that he didn't sleep anyway. Generally,
Well, yeah, because that
would
well,
make-
yeah, we can't talk about why we know that because it's recent, but
yeah,
yeah, it's true. True.
But that's just a food for thought. Since we talked about Brooke having a different fruit, then what about the other ones on the crew? What would you think Nami would Robin would have as a devil fruit if she didn't have the flower fruit?
I don't know. I'd kind of like her to have something like
Maybe give her like Miss Wednesdays.
I've got a good
Colour
one for her, but I
strap.
want to hear Tass's first.
Is it Miss Wednesday that has the weight? Like she can adjust her weight.
Miss Valentine.
Miss Valentine.
Hmm.
What do you think, Tass?
I don't know. maybe like something similar to what Conan had in Naruto. You know, where she was like origami, paper.
Yeah, that's a good, interesting one.
Hmm.
My idea is because she's very into archaeological. I can't even say it.
Archaeology.
She's archaeology. Thank you. I'm not even going to try it again. Third time. She's very into it. Having a way that she can temporarily change the period where she's at, so she could go back to where these ruins are and discover what it is.
What? So like a pass by touching something, she can see.
Yeah,
the
like she
history
has
of it
like
and
if
what-
if
yeah.
yeah, or like kind of like she can go back and visit or view like what happened in that time period. She can't change anything, but
Yeah,
she
but
can
she can
see what
be there
happened
and
and she
see,
can
yeah.
understand what happened,
No, that would be a good one.
and
Yeah.
that would then bring into the point of her
It'd save the
discovering and
need.
breaking
It'd
at
save the need to
archaeology.
try and to decipher the poneglyphs, wouldn't it? Because she could just go,
Mhm.
"Oh, let's see what was here later." All right, okay, so that's
And
what
then-
happened.
And having that devil fruit would still make her a very much most wanted for
Yes.
knowledge that she would possess, especially
But
in
she's
Void
already
Sentry.
the reason they want her already is because of her knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if she could, if theoretically, if she could go back in time, but not time back in time, but like view things back in time and see what's happened, then she could then be more dangerous than she is now. I think she'd have a bigger bounty than Dragon on that side of things. Because imagine being able to do that,
Oh,
or
yeah.
imagine being able to like,
No,
You-
I don't
like, having-
think so because I think her bounty would still be the same because she's in no different of a boat than she is now. You can already do and read something and decipher things the world government don't want, and she's the only person alive that can do it.
yeah. But with the devil fruit as
So
well,
if
could
that's
she
if that's
pass it
not
on?
but if that's not enough to put a high, put a higher.
Yeah.
Gold
Plus-
Roger was born in Logtown, East Blue.
Bingo. What else was I going to say? So who else have we got to devil fruit wise? Chopper. Well,
I think
you
I
can't
don't.
really.
If it, I was going to say, yeah, I don't-
Chopper's right.
Mhm.
yeah, you couldn't change Chopper because otherwise
Yeah.
he just wouldn't be anything.
He wouldn't.
Or he'd
can't.
be.
And if
or
you want to
he'd
know,
be-
Jeff, he was born on December 31st.
or he would literally just be a reindeer with a devil fruit, like with power, which could be hilarious.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
Like,
the fact that
imagine,
the fact that he was because he was a reindeer that ate the human fruit. It's the only way. Like
yeah.
Chopper,
Well,
you can't really change,
I've
but
just got this image of like he
Yeah.
accidentally eats the fire fruit and then it's just running around on fire. Ah!
just a fire
Oh,
reindeer.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
I
fair,
mean, you could have the red nose fruit. Just saying.
it's
Red
buggy.
nose fruit.
Manages to
Ooh,
sneak-
actually,
Jeff's
Buggy's
doing
fruit
some
would be a good one
research.
for Zorro.
Ah.
Yeah, buggy's fruit would be
Zor-
awesome for Zorro. That's
on
a fair
Zorro.
shout. Yeah,
Imagine that he gets
You
cut up
imagine
and then
that?
all of a sudden
you
gets
can't be cut. And as a swordman who can't be cut, go. I'll just fight you, swordsman.
Mhm.
He wouldn't have lost.
Um,
He wouldn't have lost to me, Hawk.
Yeah. Mihawk would be like, okay, I'm just going to hit you on the head with a hilt.
Mhm.
What is who else have we got then? Like, I
Luffy.
can't really change Luffy's fruit, can we? Really, there's not much.
No,
No.
no. It's perfect for him, like idiot.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would maybe suggest would be like a counterpart to Ace. So if
What,
like
a
if
chill
like
fruit.
like if yeah like if Ace,
Pirate, because the first. Sorry, Jeff's just asking who's Luffy's first main opponent. So technically, you're gonna say Alvida, right, guys?
yeah.
What was the
Or
first person
do you
you
say
saw?
that he does go to fight the bandit when he
Haguma. Yeah.
yeah
I don't think Haguma would count though, would it? Oh, it's
No, because
Alvida,
he
yeah,
technically
right.
wasn't really his
Yeah.
opponent. It was Shanks' opponent.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Shanks. Yeah, he's got a point.
I mean, if we're going to say first main opponent that put up a fight with him, I'm going to say Krieg. Because he didn't really have much of a fight against, like, Buggy, let's be honest.
I mean, he
Alvida was,
did.
like, shot away. Like,
He
compared
did,
to,
he
like,
did have a fight against Buggy.
like, not like as in, like, kind of, like, life-threatening.
Kuro cut him up.
Kuro, actually, yeah, I forgot about Kuro.
yeah Kuro cut him up. That's where
rolls
that's
after.
now.
Yeah.
They've literally just left the island.
Mhm.
Going merry.
Yeah, we're up to Logtown on our rewatch now.
Nice.
Logtown, Jeff. That's why I know Roger. No, anyway.
But yeah, as I said, like when I was saying about Luffy, I'd as I said, the only thing I'd give him would be like
Logtown.
Aokijis.
What is the name of the village Luffy was born in?
I know the island because that's one of the questions.
Yeah, you know the island. Go on.
I can't remember the name of the village.
Begins with an F.
We got
No, I can't remember. I can remember the mayor. I remember the mayor's name as well because that was hilarious. Whoop slap.
Whoop slap. Yeah. No, I don't want to join you. Oh, Jesus
Crucial.
Christ, who's that? There you go, Sammy.
Fuck tennis.
Crucial.
Busha. Yeah.
I've got a million things shouting at me from fucking Discord here.
But here's a question for you. If we go and buy devil fruits, what do you think Roger would have had if he had a devil fruit?
Monkey fruit.
He just turned like the gorilla fruit.
Yeah. No, just a monkey like a capuchin.
I would have said it would have
even-
been funny if he had
I just think it'd
baboon.
be funny as man.
Just stood there like hee 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 hee.
I was just thinking it'd be funny if he had a baboon fruit.
Yeah.
No, what?
The baboon fruit. Baboon. Yeah. Then he just be like showing them, just be insulting them with his rear.
Yeah. And then hackies him.
Aye.
Unbelievable.
Although, I was going to say, like I said, I'm like wondering if, like you said, it would be funny if he had like Marco's fruit and he'd just be like, all of a sudden, be like, hi. And then he'd just be like, bye, and just flies off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was something else that I thought about for Usopp.
Mhm.
So like something that gives him the ability to fly because then he'd be able to get better vantage points for his
Like,
shots.
bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and to be able to run away.
I think
Like,
it's more
yeah, I
fun that everyone misses that the devil fruit is nothing so special. It's basically an analogy for apple, which gives you just the power of knowledge. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but like an apple doesn't turn you into lava, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it keeps the doctors away.
Like Chopper be fuming. Imagine that. Like,
Be like, oh, I've lost an arm. I'm just gonna eat this apple. Fuck you! I can't heal you.
do you know how funny would that be, right?
Oh.
If fucking Dr. Courier comes down to try to heal people in Drums Island, or some people start shooting apples at her. Like,
Oh,
That would be the only other one, by the way. If Chopper, like, say, if Chopper was human, you'd have to have laws.
yeah. Old people
I was
being
thinking like a
unique.
cherry fruit, like cherry blossom fruit.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be a good one for Zoro at the same time. It's just that being able to, like, you know, like thinking of like again,
Petal.
like Bleach, like thinking Bleach here, Bankai Sangetsu, Tensei Senget. That's like, yeah,
Easy.
Lucy.
just cut loads of these
Easy,
petals turn
Jeff.
into blades.
Yeah. like
Although-
like Byakuya from Bleach.
From Bleach, yeah,
Yeah. Simbun Sakura.
that was it.
Yeah, that's Lucy, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
And he got that one.
Question. Excuse me.
Although, you know what would be really fun for Zoro? And I'm going to use this, what Anna's got as for a gift, by the way. Annis,
Okay.
is if we saw Zoro like this.
Oh, the T-Rex. Deadpool
T-Rex with one giant sword in his mouth and then two mini swords in his hands.
Oh, that would be good.
But like, if he had like the T-Rex arms like this, and then one
Yeah,
in his
tiny
mouth,
little
and he's
T-Rex arms.
I know it's amazing.
Thank
Nate.
you, Nate.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
like
Nate.
Realise we got this
I
far?
wasn't even streaming when we started the podcast.
I know.
Weren't you?
No,
No,
because he didn't start until like a couple of months later.
Oh wow.
yeah, I started mid-April.
Mm-hmm.
We started it just on Sammy's channel, didn't we? And I was on my remember, guy. I was on my phone in my bedroom when we first done the podcast because I didn't even have a PC.
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember.
how the times have changed.
Come a long way from not even having a PC.
Mm-hmm.
T-Rex would be the shittiest McDonald's ever. Trying to do the fries, trying to reach like that.
Oh,
Trying to hand you the food out of the drive-thru like that.
oh man, that'd be a fun. That'd be a funny one though. Like having like the fry. Like that's a good one for
Oh bullshit.
Sanji fryer fruit. Just turns himself into a giant fryer.
The oil fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
Yes.
comes to jump on him, he just whoop, fryer.
Yeah.
And make the Diablo Jumbe more believable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
but yeah.
No, I'll tell you what, Sanji would be cool with Dad's bones as fruit.
Ooh, I've got a good one for you.
Which one's that one?
Mr. One.
It's the one.
Ah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
He's a good one for you. If you have a devil fruit, could you eat a smile fruit?
Mm-hmm. Good question.
I think
I would think I would be inclined to say yes.
I'd
Does
say
it-
yes as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Because technically there's no soul in that fruit that we know of. We
Yeah.
don't know how it's made.
It's a
they
man-made.
don't work. Yeah, they don't work the same as the devil fruit, do they?
Yeah.
But how do we know normal devil fruits aren't man-made?
He does
In
have
the-
two fruit powers. Yes, we touched on that a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
During his
But
adventures,
they're-
right, guys? Question from Jeff. During his adventures, Zoro's acquired many swords. His Wadawichi Munji used to belong to Kuina, while Shusui belonged to Ryuma until Zoro defeated him. Who was the previous owner of Zoro's Sandai Kitetsu?
Ooh,
No, I know it's a sword he bought from the Gaji in Logtown, who said he
Mhm.
wanted rid of it. Does that count
Yeah.
as he's the previous owner? If that's the
That's
answer
a
you're
good
looking for,
question.
Jeff.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, technically the previous owner would be the shopkeeper,
yeah.
Yeah.
who was.
Before
Mhm.
that, I don't know who owned it before that because it's a curse blade.
Hmm.
So it's apparently
Owned
everybody who's owned it has died, except the shopkeeper. Passed it on to Zoro for free.
Yeah. Because
Is
that's
that-
who I
and
was
then
thinking.
gave
Of,
him-
the
Why do I get
Keep
a
shopkeeper.
feeling
Keep-
this is a? Why do I get a feeling this is a little bit into spoiler territory?
Well, that's why I'm not saying any more than that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with shopkeeper. I don't know the shopkeeper's
Yeah.
name, though.
I think I will.
I don't think he was really named, to be fair.
Shopkeeper in Logtown. That's my
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah. There must be.
See
There
what it
must be an
says.
Come on, Jeff. Bring it on.
Ippon.
So is the owner of the web.
Ippon Matsu, yeah, weapons shop.
Hmm.
We get half a point because we didn't get his name.
Ippon Matsu.
Yeah. Good
I remember him.
question.
He had like his
He
hair
tried
was
to buy.
like.
He tried to buy
like wings.
Yubashiri off Zoro for 200,000 berry when it's worth 10 million.
Mhm. And Zoro was like, no.
Yeah. No.
One
No.
for you, Tass. What is the name of the restaurant on Usopp's Island?
Meshi.
Correct.
Mhm. It's not in the quiz, by the way, guys. Don't
Yeah,
worry
that
about
one.
it.
is a quiz.
1 point.
Well, can you imagine finding out about the series in your 20s, having kids working, year-long treatment and dying without seeing the ending of the series?
Is that you?
Oh, that's a bad luck.
Because I didn't find about One Piece till my 20s, but I didn't have any. Well, I've got kids and work. I didn't get cancer. But
Gonna learn today.
It has
But,
happened,
yeah.
hasn't it?
I was gonna say,
Wasn't there a kid that was on his death? He was on his deathbed.
Yeah,
there was-
'cause,
Did reveal the answer
man,
to
that
him.
sucks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
At least he did
But-
find out what it was.
Yeah, because only him.
Yeah, sorry to
one
hear
other
that, buddy.
person.
But yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
there
as
was
well.
a kid who was terminal, and Oda told him the ending of One Piece so he could die
Mhm.
happy.
Yeah. But
But yeah, that's Dan.
mhm.
That's oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's sorry, I guess.
Okay.
It's the only
Yeah.
thing I really can say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've about reached the pinnacle of Crew Devil Fruits.
Yeah. It's like
Unless anybody's got anything to add, any more questions before we disperse?
No, I'd
No.
obviously the fact that we do have, with all of these questions being asked, obviously for some people that don't know, we are planning to do a quiz
yes.
in a few weeks' time.
In
We
a
haven't-
very
we haven't-
short near future, yeah.
Haven't set a date.
Yeah.
There will be no podcast next week, by the way, guys.
Mhm.
No warning.
Oh,
I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be in Pudsley.
fair enough.
So
That's fine,
I
but-
don't know. I might be able to get on a mobile for an hour or so to do it, but that means I won't be able to
I mean,
host it
what?
from this channel. So,
Yeah.
No, we'll
but
just, we'll
Hancock
just
decides to visit Ace down on level 6. Mainly to tell him in secret that Luffy is coming to rescue him. Ace is also being kept on the floor with 2 other characters. One is Crocodile, the other is whom?
Jimbe.
Guys, you can take that away.
Jimbe.
yeah, that's good. Yeah.
But yeah, if
Jimbe.
you do keep it going on to about the quiz, I've just posted the link for Twitter for the podcast piece in
Yeah.
there. As soon
And
as we
there
get
is-
a date,
There's the link for. Oh no, YouTube won't work because it's not set up. My mix-up's off.
but
Of course
yes.
it is. Awesome.
But there's the link for podcast piece. We will post it up on Twitter. When we're going to do the quiz, the date's confirmed for you,
Yeah.
and we will probably convene on that probably in the next few days. Anyone who's listening to it or watching it on YouTube, it's podcast piece over on Twitter, all one word.
Yeah, what we'll do
Because
is
it's all One Piece.
we'll always post the when new episodes go live on YouTube. We will always post them on the podcast website as well, on the podcast Twitter, and I'll post it on my own personal Twitter and my Facebook. So we'll try and get as much exposure as we can out there, because we seem to be every week. We seem to be getting more and more people sat involving and engaging with us as well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
This
is
has
which
been-
is always
it's been-
good.
This has been fun with the chat and the questions.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed that
And,
aspect of
and
it.
with the quiz, when we hit the quiz, all the answers are multiple choice.
yeah.
And
So
So
if you don't know
hopefully,
what it
we
is-
think we've got a program where you just directly interact with the screen. So it's not like we're not writing who's got what right, who's got it right. You don't have to write the answer in the chat. It does it all itself and logs the
Yeah.
scores for us.
And
So there's
And there'll
no
be a
claiming
prize.
like, there will be prize. Prize maybe 2. There'll
possibly
definitely
two.
be a prize for the winner. There might be second place.
which
We've got a tiebreaker question set up.
Maybe a wooden
Just
spoon.
in case, we've got a tiebreaker in case people draw. If
Yeah.
that happens, it'd be awesome.
Oh, if I buy a wooden spoon, can we get Katie to draw something on it?
Yes, absolutely. I'm
gonna
thinking
say,
what
get
I
a
might
massive
do
draw
as
of
well
Black
is I
Foxy on
might
it.
go.
Waffle
I might
Foxy, yeah.
go. I might go a little bit further beyond and put another prize if anybody gets a perfect score.
Mhm.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good shout.
First time you see Nami a navigator, what group of pirates does she serve under?
Yes, the Arlong.
It'd be Arlongs.
Mm-hmm.
The Arlong Pirates or
Jeff's getting involved.
yeah. Is it the Arlong Pirates or has it got or have they got another name?
It's either Arlong or the New Fishman.
New Fishman.
Well, yeah.
But yes.
So that's pretty much it. Really, that's all I've got to say, guys.
Yeah,
And
I
The
think
quiz
that
will be Arlong Fishman Pirates. Yeah, bet.
Yeah.
So we'll actually we might have a little discussion about quiz
Prize
afterwards if you
afterwards.
guys are free for
Yeah.
yeah,
20
should
minutes.
be fine.
I mean, we'll sort out the prize, and what we'll do is we'll post it as well, so people know what they'll be winning. So people will be able to go,
We'll-
oh, that is
yeah.
awesome.
Once we know we've got prizes here and done and
Mhm.
ready to go, we will be we'll bring them on and go. Oh, la, la.
This is what you
And-
could win.
Maybe
So
I
yeah,
might
comes
give
to-
away a copy of one of the games if anybody gets a perfect score.
I've
Not
thought of a
much
good one actually. I'm going to tell you afterwards at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Are you guys okay
I'll-
with that? I'll gift a copy of either
Yeah.
one of the Pirate Warriors or World Seeker or something like that. One of the One Piece
Yeah,
games for
That's
Yeah, I'm
Steam.
good with that.
Yeah.
If you get a perfect
That'll
score.
be a perfect score prize. Yeah.
But yeah,
First
I'll
announcement.
gonna jot it down here now before I forget. But yes, thank you
Right.
very much, guys, for
Yeah.
popping in.
Yeah,
Really
we will
appreciate you
leave
as
it at
always.
Now, where do we go and raid?
Is there anyone actually playing World Seeker or
One
That's
Piece?
usually what I look for. Is I normally just search by One Piece.
yeah?
Let's have a look.
Need to.
Pirate Warriors 4 looks like there's a couple of people.
Okay.
Let's
Sorry,
see what
some-
this person's got.
Round 5, the hangover kicking in now.
That's French.
That sounds like a you problem.
That's French.
It very much is a me problem. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Also, guys, if you do have any topics that you feel that you'd like us to talk about, send us it up on the Twitter or the next time
On
we're
Discord.
on podcast, and we'll or on the Discord, yeah, and we'll have a look. We'll have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
I've got a guy who's playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 with one viewer, and he's not affiliate yet.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
give him some love.
This could be fun.
I don't know
Let's
if he's
do it.
talking or anything. I haven't heard him saying anything, but we'll go there, see where it goes. It could be good, could be not, but let's
Sure,
see.
mate.
Slash raid. There we go. It's called Ren Shadow Fang.
That's it.
Yeah.
So let's pop along and see what happens, guys. Thank you for hanging out with Podcast Piece for now. We will be back with more podcasts in 2 weeks' time. Until then, guys, thank you very safely and drive safe. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you all soon.
Ciao
See you
for now.
soon. Have fun.
Janet.
Cheers.